Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer.
What is going on, Entertainment? So time come tell with another video. This time we're doing another interview, guys. So as y'all have seen, I've been covering Suddenly Amish on this channel. So today we are going to be interviewing one of the stars on the show, Judah. So what is going on, Judah?
What's up? What's up, man? I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. All right. So a lot of the viewers like myself are wondering, like, why this show out of all of the shows? Like, we have the Survivors, we have the Big Brothers. Like, why Suddenly Amish?
Well, for me, I never wanted to do reality TV. Like that was never my thing. I never wanted to be in that realm of docu TV situations. But honestly, I felt like God led me to this situation. God led me to the Amish life, and it just so happened to be filmed.
Okay. Now, did you grow up wanting to be just in the entertainment industry, just in general, or was that just something that you caught a passion for, like growing up?
Well, honestly, like I make music, so that was always a thing for me. I always wanted to pursue music,
Mhm.
but like I didn't really want to do like reality or
Mhm.
entertainment. It was mainly just like a music thing.
Music thing, gotcha. Now, also too, when it comes to just Amish, because you could have went any other way. You could have went Catholic, Baptist. Why Amish? Like, did you want to take away everything that you like currently have, like the electronics and dealing with stuff like that? Like, what made you just go strictly just for Amish?
Well, honestly, what happened was is that one day I was walking up Stone Mountain with my friend Sheba, who
Mhm.
actually just passed away. Rest in peace to her.
Oh, sorry
But
about that.
we were just talking about like living off the grid and getting an RV and like getting rid of the rent and technology and how everything is just so distracting. Now, mind you, at this time, I knew nothing about Amish people. I didn't even know it
Mhm.
was a thing. The next day, the very next day, I was at my job. I was working at a call center, and I hated my job.
Mhm.
And I just happened to see a posting about Amish community accepting people living off the grid, and I was like, what? So I did some research, and then it just led me to this, and I just felt like the synchronicity of it all to be able to talk about living off the grid with your friend
Right.
about all these things that we was tired of, just for me to see a posting about it the next day. I felt like it was God, and at the moment I had nothing to lose. I hated my job. I was
Right.
living alone. I was far away from family. I'm like, I had nothing to lose, and I just did
Right.
it.
Gotcha. Now, a lot of your story was you going through the journey of letting everybody know that you are bisexual. Now, was that something that was in the back of your mind going into doing this? And also, some of my viewers wanted to know, what was your coming out experience to your family? Now, you spoke a little bit about it on the show, but what was that like to your family coming out as bisexual?
Well, with my family, I never really officially came out to my family. So when they seen it on the show, it was just like, all right, we're here now, guys.
Oh,
So,
oh, okay.
so it was like one of those situations
Yeah,
because being in a black household is definitely
right.
very challenging to like talk about sexuality when it comes to men and black men. So I never really talked about it. So they seen it when everybody else seen it. So
Gotcha. Now, what was their reaction? Like, we saw your mom on the show. She even low key experienced a part of the Amish lifestyle too. So, what was her reaction like?
reaction to what?
Your reaction to seeing that you were saying that you're bisexual on the show.
I mean, so she was one of the few family members that knew
Mhm.
about my sexuality. So she was kind of just like mama bear over the situation because she knows how hard people can be,
Mhm.
to black men that are, in the LGBTQ community. So she
Right.
wanted to just make sure that I was protected and that I was safe. But other than that, she was cool.
Gotcha. Now, something on the show we realized was your fear of animals. So, especially the chicken. Since the show, have you gotten better with your fear of animals? Because that was like a big thing that everybody wanted me to ask you. Like, have you gotten better with just that?
Honestly, in ways. I'm still like with birds. I'm still like,
Uh-huh.
I'm still working on that. Cause mind you, I was traumatized. I was chased by an ostrich as a kid. So like,
Yeah.
that's gonna take some more like digging. But like animals, I'm getting better. Like with dogs and lizards and other things. I'm getting better.
Getting better. Okay. Now, at one point of the show, too, like we saw a lot of things that I feel as if I don't think the cast probably knew until you guys watched it. One of it was James, right? So it was one
Yeah.
point of the show, James and Emma looks like they had a little situation going on. Now, did you guys like know about that during the filming? And also, what was your reaction watching it back?
Me personally, I didn't really see too much
Uh-huh.
between James and Emma while I was filming. I kind of when they was wrestling, in that one episode, I kind of felt like, shoot, I wrestled my cousins before. I mean,
Right.
not while I was grown, but I've wrestled them before, so I didn't
Right.
really think too much of it. But after watching it, I'm like, oh, well, what's done in the dark comes to the light, I guess.
It was more than the wrestling. What it looked like post edit. Now,
Yeah,
yeah, another thing too was the situation with Kendra and Matt when they snuck off to the Holiday Inn. We had a hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. They snuck to like for what it looked like some Holiday Inn, whatever. They claimed that both like some people on the cast were the ones that told James. Where was it? One of you guys that ended up snitching, or like how did James know to go there?
I can't even say, but
Uh-huh.
because I ain't trying to, spill too much tea, but James found out and
Uh-huh.
it wasn't a good situation. And yeah,
Okay. Now, your mom also ends up coming to the Amish community. How difficult was it to convince her that this is something that you wanted to do seriously? And also, did you ever try to convince her to maybe do the experience with you, like getting on board to go into the Amish community?
honestly, like me and my mom are like two big personalities and we both have like big opinions. So
Mhm.
it's for her, it kind of feels like it's her way or the highway. And me, I'm like, I'm not going to just listen to whatever you say. So it was like one of the hardest things trying to tell her, like, yo, I'm coming out here, I'm doing this. Because honestly, there pretty much are no black Amish people.
Right.
So me going to her, I was kind of scared because I didn't know if this was a scam. I low key thought I was finna get trafficked. Like I didn't know what I was going to go out there and do. So I'm like, trying to convince her, but also trying to convince myself. And
Right.
I do want my mom to go out there and experience it with me again and like actually stay out there. But she is she is she's herself. So she probably not gonna ever do it. But
Right.
all we can do
I
is
could
wish.
I can see why you thought it was a scam because it's like there hasn't been a show like this. The closest thing was Breaking Amish, but that one
Yeah.
was them leaving Amish. But this is you guys going into the Amish community. So I can see how you could think it's like, some sort of scam trafficking situation.
And that's what I'm saying because mind you, this is the first season. So it's like
Yeah.
there was never any like pre things to look at. So I'm like, what if they want me to come out to Lancaster and make me a sex slave? I don't know what was
Right.
going on. I was scared. I'm like, man, let me
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. Now I get why she would have came out there. Now also, what part of being Amish was the hardest for you? Like, was it adapted to the clothing, the lifestyle, the hard labor? Like, what part was like, okay, this is gonna take me like a while to really become accustomed to?
I think for real, it was like the rigorous work conditions at times. Because mind you,
Mhm.
it was times where we literally woke up at like 4 a.m. James is screaming at us to get up. We getting up to mow the lawn, to tend to
Mhm.
the animals, and the girls got to get up to cook for us. And it was that was like the hardest part for me. And also, I would say like the clothing because when I first got there, if you ask me, I'm thinking I'm finna
Right,
flex and stunt on the Amish. I'm finna
right.
come in with my boots and my ones and twos. They took
Everybody on my
everything.
channel keep asking me about the boots. They say, ask about the boots. Ask about the boots.
Listen, I'm the kind of person I dress how I
Yeah.
feel. And
Uh-huh.
so I was like, I feel like a rock star. So I'm finna put my boots
Right.
on. I just felt that's how I felt. And
Yeah.
so they took my clothes immediately. And that was very hard for me because I'm like, bro, that kind of was my identity, was my outfit. But I learned so much that it's not my identity. It's really about what's inside.
Okay. Now a lot of you guys ended up making it towards the end, but unfortunately not all of you made it to the end. Three of the cast ended up leaving. So who out of the three kind of surprised you the most that didn't make it to like the end of the journey?
I would say Esmeralda
Mm,
because that was like my best friend in the
mhm,
house, and we had some great memories. But I realized that she do have her man at home, and she got other
mm.
things to tend to. So I was like, I see why she didn't want to stay. But yeah, like that kind of hurt. That hurt my heart the most.
Okay, gotcha. And then also some of the people that left before even Reckoning Day, did any of that surprise you? Like the Matt, did that surprise you by any chance or no?
It did surprise me because I didn't expect for the hotel situation to go down like that. I thought they was gonna go to the hotel, come back, and everything would be cool. But nah, like James said, I got something for that ass, and
Right.
it was a whole situation. And yeah, I didn't expect them to leave. Like that was crazy.
Now, also, let's talk about the dinner conversation. So, there was a one point of the show you did end up letting James and some of the rest of the cast know that you are bisexual. What was your mindset going into that particular dinner? Like, did you have it? Because Billy Joe kind of gave you like the little alley oop to help you out with that. So, like, did you think like, oh shoot, like James is gonna chase me with an axe? Like, were you mentally prepared before saying that? Like, pack up your stuff. Like, what were you thinking in that moment?
I honestly thought that I, I thought that I was gonna be walked off the premises. I thought I was gonna be
Hmm.
kicked out. And it was just so much going through my head. Honestly, if Billy Joe didn't like speak up about it first, I
Yeah.
probably wouldn't have spoke about it. But the messed
Mm.
up part is that I knew I had to speak about it because I was trying to join, you know what I'm saying, at the time. But it's like I just didn't know how to bring it up. So I was definitely a little nervous.
Right. And then also by the end of the show, it looks like you did end up sticking and as of today with the Amish lifestyle. So what changes have you made since deciding to go through and follow through with the lifestyle?
Yeah, so what I wear is very different. Like I keep my clothes, try to be as modest as possible. I think a lot of things that the Amish taught me are a lot of intangible things like
Hmm.
humility. I've learned so much from Emma and Sarah and Alan when it comes to humility and just patience
Hmm.
and respecting God's plans. I feel like a lot of times we hear about trusting God's plan, but respecting God's plan is knowing that you don't have to pester him about where you're going or
Mm.
what he has planned over your life. Just respect that he has a plan, trust he has a plan over your life and respect it. And I think that I got so much closer with God, and I feel like everything that I've been through in my life that previous year led me to where I was at and where I am today, which I'm grateful for. So yeah, it's been a journey and I learned so much and I'm still learning every single day.
Right. And that's amazing. That's what's good about this show. I feel like cuz to me it's a reality show, but I really feel like it's more so like a docu series, like older
Yeah,
reality shows are. So that's what I appreciate about shows like this. That's why I even covered it like on this channel, and I got like a lot of my viewers to watch it too, and they loved it.
yeah.
Now, one also thing too that we see that you are, of course, pursuing music. Which artists would you compare yourself to? And also, what would be like? Who would be your dream collab?
Oh my gosh. I don't even know as far as like artists I would compare myself to because
Mhm,
like I'm so like I don't even know, but my dream collabs would be like Doechii,
mhm.
Kendrick Lamar,
When I put your picture up, they're like, "Oh my God, is that Kendrick? Is that Kendrick?"
bro.
Everybody say you get that a lot.
I do. I don't see it, but he a goat. So
Yeah.
yeah, but Doechii, Kendrick, SZA, Nicki, Doja Cat,
Uh-huh.
Ariana Grande, those are like my top artists right now. And so those would be like,
Dream collabs.
yeah.
Now, how has the experience influenced your music in any way? Has it stopped you from maybe cursing? Has it made you go into maybe talking about other things in your music?
Yeah, I definitely will say I don't cuss as much in my music.
Hmm.
And it just taught me patience. Like things will come in due time. So like while I was out in Lancaster, of course I didn't have like um a studio at my disposal. You know,
Mhm.
most Amish communities don't allow that. But it just
Right.
taught me patience and that like everything that I'm downloading and the life that I'm living will help me write more music and tell more stories.
Gotcha. Now, watching the show back, is there anything that you wish was shown that maybe we, as the viewers, did not get to see? Like any experiences that the Amish took you guys on, or anything you guys did?
I mean, I just wish that I was able to see more of like our
Mhm.
the bonds that we built because like me and Esme, bro, we had like some of the best memories that wasn't shown, you know.
Right.
I wish I was
Because
able to
it
see
looks
like
like
those
you and
moments.
Billy Joe were like the closest on the show to me.
Well, no, so towards the
Yeah.
end, like me and Billy Joe definitely got close, but like
Yeah.
it was also like me, Billy Joe, and Esme. So we all kind of like was close, but y'all didn't get to see like which I'm kind of glad because at some nights we was having some crazy pillow talk discussions, and I'm like, "Ooh, I hope these don't get aired." So I'm glad they didn't show too much, but
Yeah,
they
yeah,
showed
yeah.
more. Yeah.
They're gonna hit y'all with the bonus clips soon now that the season is over.
Oh shoot. Also, what the crazy thing is that we
Uh-huh.
was not exaggerating about what we went through. So like when it came to like the flies and stuff like that, we literally
Yeah.
counted how many flies was on one fly strip, and it was like
Oh wow.
46 flies. We would wake up and like flies would be waking us up under our covers. It was terrible. Like
Right.
it was so bad. I wish I was able to see how hard those conditions was because
Speaking of the conditions, one of my viewers wanted to know, like, you know how when you used the bathroom and did the number two, like, was that actually real? Like that certain area,
hold on, say it
um,
again.
like where you used the bathroom, you mentioned it on the show, like where you did the number two, like, was that area actually real, or did you guys have like an actual bathroom y'all go into?
The outhouse.
Yeah.
The outhouse was definitely real, and that was one
Oh,
of the
okay.
most troubling things I've been through. I never would have expected to do that in my life, especially from my lifestyle, you know,
Right.
pre-Amish. Like, yeah, that was one of the most nasty. That's worse than a porta potty. One of the most nastiest things I've ever done in my life.
Now, also, what would you say to somebody who wants to become Amish? Like, if somebody's looking to, wanting to become Amish, or maybe do like another season of Suddenly Amish, like, what would you tell them going into it?
I would tell them to buckle up because it ain't
Mhm.
gonna be easy. I would tell them that you have to be yourself, right? Because like I said before, I never wanted to do reality TV or documentaries or nothing like
Mhm.
that. I really came for the experience. Like if this was a show where we was gonna be fighting and tussling with the Amish, I would not have went. I don't want none of that. But
Bad Boys Amish.
right. But I would just, be yourself. And I feel like this whole experience was God because like for a long time I felt like I had to hide behind a mask of what I felt like people wanted me to be. And so I was like, well, if I go on reality TV or, a docu-series or whatever, I can't be a character forever. Like at some point they're gonna catch on.
Right.
And so I would just tell somebody to be themselves and
Mhm.
allow yourself to be loved for who you truly are. And I can't I created some bonds that's gonna last me forever because of that, because the safe space that we all made.
Right. Do you have any regrets from anything that was done, like on the show, or something you wish you've done that you wish you've done looking back on it now on the show?
I have zero regrets because, like, when I tell you I had nothing to lose, so I literally went there just like with an open mind, an open heart. I purposely didn't do crazy amounts of research on the Amish because I didn't want to have a negative outlook on what it could be.
Right.
Kind of like how you hear about somebody now you're thinking about them all. Nah, I wanted to come in with a fresh mindset, and I have zero regrets. I mean, I think the only thing that I probably would do different is I probably would have addressed everybody like the Amish officials and told them like, hey, I am bi professionally, but I
Mm.
didn't. But I was just
Mhm.
I'm human. I was going through my own things, so
Right.
that's what I
And
did.
not even that, after you guys saw what happened to James for something, not James, what happened to Matt for
Right, yeah.
something so like small,
So small,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, he couldn't even, like, to me, that to me was the craziest, because it's like, what is he supposed to go back in time? Like, he got a divorce.
Yeah. And see, that's what I said because it was really because he didn't excuse me, he didn't tell them that he was divorced. So it's not like
Yeah,
he lied about it. He just didn't say it. So I was
right.
like, very like, oh my gosh, do I tell them? Do I not tell them? It put me in a between a rock and a hard place.
Gotcha. Now, a lot of the viewers also are wondering in regards to dating. They're wondering if you, one, are taken, two, what's dating life like being Amish?
Am I taking? No,
Uh,
no. It's complicated. I'm not taking them. But
okay.
no, but what's dating life in the Amish?
Uh-huh.
It depends on the community you're a part of. Like every Amish community has different like things. So think about Christianity, for example. There's not
Right.
one Christian that fits all. You have Baptists, and you have, non-denominational, you have evangelists. It's so many different things. So some Amish, they have like old school courting systems where like the women would hang lanterns outside, and that's how men would know that they're single. Then you would come in and meet the parents,
Mm.
and do all that thing. So it really just depends on the community that you were part of, honestly.
Gotcha. Now, also too, since post filming, who are you the closest to, and have you relocated also, or is that something maybe we should expect season two? Because I don't know how they're going to maybe do a season two. Like maybe they're going to go back to the same community and then pick up where we left off and introduce more people. Like when, what can you say?
So I'm the closest to Billy Joe and Esmeralda. Those are
Hmm.
my riders.
Hmm.
As far as season two, I don't know. Y'all gotta just like see. I don't
Yeah.
know what the future holds.
Gotcha. Now, any last thing you want to let the viewers know as well? And also, please let them know where they can find you online to maybe keep up with you, get updates with you as well.
Yeah, for sure. I want to let everybody know. Just like trust God and what He has planned for you, because like you will have one plan over your life, and then God will throw you a curveball. And honestly, I was this close to not doing it. The whole Amish experience, because I felt like I was scared. You know what I'm saying? Being black,
Hmm.
um, I didn't know how I felt about being on reality TV or docu series. I know my mama wouldn't approve of it, or my family. So I was very scared, and I know my lifestyle is not approved. But I trusted God, and the things that I learned every
Hmm.
single day from the Amish community, even to this day, and the Mennonite community, is intangible. Like I've learned so much about humility, integrity, about love, and even community. The Amish people, if somebody's struggling, the whole community comes to help. In the English world, if you're struggling, you better hope and pray them food stamps hit. Because if
Right.
them food stamps don't hit, and you most likely not going to be approved, it's so hard out in the English world. So I feel like everybody is for themselves.
Right.
So I learned so much about community, and just so everybody just trust God's plan. If you see, something that you feel like is God, just try to push forward a little bit. Y'all can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, everything at Phases of Judah. Yeah, you can check out my music if you would
Hmm.
like. Yeah.
Any? Are you recently going to drop anything soon or anything music wise? Like, or should we be expecting anything music wise soon?
If I have time, because with the lifestyle and everything, we got a
Hmm.
lot of work to do. So I'm trying to see if the bishop would allow me to still drop music and balance everything. But just stay on my Instagram and on my TikTok, and you'll be updated with
Be
everything
able
that
to
I'm
see.
coming out.
Okay, perfect. All right, thank you so much, Judah, for doing this interview, guys. All of his links will be down in the bio below, so that way you guys will be able to catch up with him. And once again, thank you so friggin' much. And we out, y'all. Bye.
Bye.